Hello and welcome to the Invader Historical Foundation YouTube channel. Since this is the first video, I'll do a quick introduction. On this channel, we're going to post video content that is predominantly Invader specific, but occasionally we will delve into topics of a more general nature. One of the most common questions we'll start with is this one. Does the designation B-26 refer to the Martin Marauder or the Douglas Invader? The answer is yes. In fact, it's so confusing that typing B-26 Marauder into Google will return images of invaders, and vice versa. When the Martin Marauder was introduced as a medium bomber, it was given the designation B-26. The Invader started out as the A-26, defining it as an attack-type aircraft. In 1947, the Marauder was withdrawn from Air Force service. The following year, the Air Force stopped using the attack designation, and the A-26 Invader was reclassified as the B-26. It remained the B-26 until May 1966, when the Air Force reintroduced the attack role. So how do you tell the Invader apart from the Marauder? If both aircraft share the designation of B-26, you have to rely on physical evidence and systematically compare the two. YouTuber Bismarck over at Military History Aviation suggests adopting the WTF system. I'd suggest the WTFE system. Wings, tail, fuselage, engines. Starting with the wings, the Marauder's wings were tapered. They start thick by the fuselage and taper on both sides. The wings as viewed from the front are also very flat. The Invader's wings have a flat leading edge all the way across. They also taper, but only on the backside, and they end in a square tip. The Invader's wings also have more dihedral than the Marauder's. Looking at the tail section, the Marauder has a tall round tail with the rear gunner's pod at the base. It also has tapered, rounded horizontal stabilizers. The Invader also has a high tail, but its tail is square, and it ends pretty bluntly at the rear of the plane with no rear gunner. The horizontal stabilizers on the Invader are tapered and squared with a much higher amount of dihedral. The Marauder's fuselage is thick and round and has a large glass nose with a single long machine gun sticking out. The Invader's fuselage is narrower and more square. In fact, the bottom is almost completely flat. The Invader can be equipped with a glass nose or a hard metal nose with multiple machine guns. Now for the engines. The easiest difference is that the Marauder has 4 blades on the propellers, while most of the Invaders have 3. The Marauder also had 2 air intakes on top of the engine, while the Invader had 1 large intake directly on top. The front of the engines on the Marauder were also situated so that they were behind the pilot's seat, whereas the Invader, they were in front of the pilot. Once you know these differences, it's pretty easy to tell the Invader and the Marauder apart. We'll end with a quick test and see if you can tell the difference between these planes. If you've enjoyed this content, please give me a like. I'm planning on doing these videos at least every other week. If you want to stay in the loop, click the subscribe button and be sure notifications are on. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you next time.